Sunset, gorgeous, all the colors, perfect temperatures. The weather should be gorgeous in the valley for many days to come. Full forecast coming up. NBC Palm Springs at 5 begins now.
Now, connecting the valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
And I'm Mark Mester. Ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, along with his wife, are back at a New York area detention center tonight after being arraigned this morning on multiple charges, including conspiracy and drug trafficking. It's tonight's top story. Maduro was inside the courtroom telling the judge multiple times that he is innocent, pleading not guilty, and that he was being held illegally, taking nearly a full legal pad of notes during his first U.S. court appearance. The president saying he hasn't ruled out the possibility of a second strike in Venezuela.
Meanwhile, Venezuela has an interim leader. Delcy Rodriguez has been sworn in as the country's interim president. The 56-year-old served as Maduro's vice president. Venezuela's Supreme Court ruling Rodriguez would assume the role of acting president after American forces captured Maduro and brought him to the United States. During the televised event, Rodriguez telling Venezuelans that she, quote, came with sorrow to be sworn in.
And tonight, many locals are voicing their opinions on the arrest of Nicolas Maduro, some saying they question what the United States should or shouldn't involve themselves in. Our Brett Rosen live in studio tonight with that story. Brett?
Mark, yesterday morning, organizations such as Indivisible and the Democrats of the Desert held a protest called No U.S. Wars, where many people held signs suggesting the reason for the arrest of Nicolas Maduro was due to oil. Not even a day after the U.S. military strikes in Venezuela and the arrest of President Nicolas Maduro, there was a protest in Palm Desert, where nearly 75 people attended, some with signs countering the arguments as to why the arrest was made. One of the organizers of the protest and president of the Democrats of the Desert, Marcy Maxwell, says she's frustrated over the president focusing on international affairs.
We feel that his responsibility really is focusing at home. He's the one who talks about America first, and we have people whose health care premiums have gone up tremendously, who have higher grocery prices, and many other concerns. And, this is, we don't feel that this is an appropriate place for him to place his efforts.
However, on the other political aisle, both the president and executive vice president of the East Valley Republican Women Patriots, Joy Medicki and Sandra Schultz, say this is not just about the U.S., but about helping Venezuelan citizens.
Well, I just think it's wonderful. I mean, what a fabulous president we have that would go in and do this with nobody hurt. He's taking care of business. He's saving the people of Venezuela.
Well, I would say it's not just in our best interests because of protecting our hemisphere. We've done the people of Venezuela a great, great service.
Not just political organizations in the Coachella Valley, but even locals are mixed with their own opinions.
The surface, it seems a little reckless. It's a little concerning that we're getting involved in foreign affairs like this.
If it's affecting America and the drugs are flowing in, it's making us not good as a country, then I support it 100%, and I stand behind all the Venezuelans that are celebrating.
Again, Nicolas Maduro pled not guilty to the different charges earlier today. And if you want to be up to date on this story as it develops, you can go to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Live in studio, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
Brett, thank you. We have a local alert this evening. 2 alleged members of an extremist group pleading not guilty today in federal court after being accused of plotting bombing attacks across Southern California on New Year's Eve. Prosecutors in Los Angeles say this suspected plan was stopped weeks before it could be carried out. The suspects, Audrey Carroll of Los Angeles and Zachary Aaron Page of Torrance, face multiple federal charges, including conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction and providing material support to terrorists. If convicted, both could face life in prison. The targets of the bombs have not been identified publicly, although they have been described as logistical centers. Other members allegedly involved are preparing in hearings as well, with trials tentatively set for February 17th.
Palm Springs International Airport is back to normal operations after an FAA air control issue, pardon me here, forced a ground stop that was across Southern California airspace this weekend. The ground stop went into effect Saturday around noon, but it was lifted by 4 p.m. that same day. Although it was lifted by the end of Saturday, airport officials say that flights may still be impacted through tomorrow. We checked the departures page moments ago, and while airlines are still working through the backlog, there are 2 delays. Travelers have been advised to continue monitoring their flight status directly with their airline.
A preliminary hearing has been set next week for a Desert Hot Springs man accused of fatally shooting a driver. 20-year-old Michael Alex Dodd charged with first-degree murder in the death of 34-year-old Francisco Lemus. Police say the two had a confrontation December 28th in Desert Hot Springs. Lemus was sitting in his car when he was shot. Dodd was arrested days later in Lancaster. He's being held on $2 million bail.
A fire broke out Sunday in the Salton Sea Recreation Center in Mecca. Look at these footages right here. Around 4:30 in the afternoon is when crews arrived to find a single-story bathroom facility fully engulfed with flames and black smoke. The fire was contained about an hour later. California State Parks and the Imperial Irrigation District were notified, and crews remained on scene for about 2 hours for mop-up. No injuries to report.
North Indian Canyon Drive still closed tonight after flooding over the New Year's holiday. The closures, mainly in the wash area between Palm Springs and Desert Hot Springs, have mainly been lifted except for Indian Canyon. So North Geometry Trail, Vista Chino, they're now cleared up and they're open for travel again. The city of Palm Springs has not yet confirmed when they believe Indian Canyon will reopen, so we'll keep you updated on road closures throughout the evening.
The rainy weather has left behind some snow and beautiful views atop the Palm Springs aerial tramway. After dealing with technical issues and a temporary closure, the tram was operational again today, letting families like the ones you see right here enjoy a snow day and also a snowball fight. Just above 30 degrees right now up at the top of the tram.
Oh, beautiful. And from that to this beautiful sight, our Agua Caliente casino camera, Rancho Mirage, a lot of clouds hanging out around the mountains for most of the day. Pablo, making for a gorgeous sunset here in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah, that sunset is gorgeous. As for the clouds, they'll be around for maybe 2 more days. After that, it should be all sunny skies for at least a week, if not a lot more. 66 degrees currently, humidity a bit high at 56%, but absolutely no rain in the forecast for the next 2 weeks. Temperature 66 degrees in Thousand Palms and Palm Springs. It felt hotter though. If you have that sun hitting you, never feels in the 60s, but it's just simply gorgeous temperatures right now. Big Bear City at 34 degrees. Dew point's a bit higher than normal, a little bit heavier than usual at around 50 degrees. Temperatures will start going down, but not that far down. As far as future precipitation, like I told you, absolutely no rain in the forecast at all. A couple little sprinkles up there in the mountains, but not really. Wind gusts, low 7-mile-per-hour winds. Whitewater, the windiest in the area with 9-mile-per-hour winds. 3-day comfort air forecast. Look how gorgeous. Partly cloudy Tuesday and Wednesday. High 60s to low 70s for the next 3 days. After that, it should be all sunny skies. Back over to Mark.
All right, Pablo, thank you for that. We have something to keep an eye out for this week. If you live or commute through Cathedral City, presence of police will be in the area of James Workman Middle School later this week, but it's only for a training exercise. The training will happen from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's Wednesday and Thursday around 30th Avenue, according to the Cathedral City Police Department. Police are advising residents to be aware of a large police presence within the area during training.
Today, the city of Palm Desert began distributing free spay and neuter vouchers for Palm Desert residents. If you'd like to pick one up, you can find them at the Discover Palm Desert Visitor Center. That's inside the Palm Desert Library off of Fred Waring Drive. You do have to show that you are a Palm Desert resident. You're limited to 4 vouchers per household, and you do have to contact Animal Samaritans to request the service once you've received the voucher. The program will help keep pets healthy and support responsible pet ownership. The city says this is only available while supplies last.
Palm Springs is kicking off the new year with a community cleanup and also a sweet reward. They're asking community members, though, to bring their gloves. The city's sustainability department is hosting its annual community cleanup. It's on January 9th, runs from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. over at the James O. Jesse Desert Highland Unity Center, which is on West Tramview Road. Mayor Naomi Soto will open the event, and more than 200 volunteers from Ben & Jerry's will be joining in as part of their franchisee annual meeting. As a thank you, everyone who participates will get free ice cream from Ben & Jerry's Palm Springs. Coming up next tonight, could the dream of buying a home become a reality for many in 2026? We're going to hear from experts about the current market. That's coming up.
Plus, Staying Alive, Palm Springs free series Rock the Park returns this week. And the artist is bringing some night fever. We have more on the fun a little later on, so stay with us.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Welcome back. The American dream of owning a home has stayed just a dream for many, as high prices have made home ownership unaffordable. But some realtors say 2026 could be the year for potential buyers as prices and interest rates begin to drop.
In tonight's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan explains the 5 things potential home buyers should do right now to be in a good position to make competitive offers during the spring housing market.
High prices, high interest rates, and low inventory have shut out many potential home buyers in recent years. But many housing experts say 2026 could open the door to more affordable housing options.
All this new home supply is hitting the market at a time where the demand is still somewhat sluggish.
Lawrence Yoon with the National Association of Realtors says more inventory means less competition for home buyers. The other good news is home prices are starting to dip. The latest data shows the median existing home sale price in November was just over $409,000, a slight drop from October. And mortgage rates are starting to drop as well. As of last week, a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was 6.15%, according to Freddie Mac.
Even a quarter-point change could mean about $50 savings per month, which translates into about $600 annually.
Yoon says spring is when most homes come on the market. So if you're looking to buy, here's what Yoon suggests you do now so you're in a good position to make a competitive offer in a few months. Set a budget. Save for a down payment. Make sure your credit score is good. Get pre-approved for a mortgage. And don't take out any big loans like a car payment.
That scares off some of the lenders, or they will charge higher interest rate to compensate for a larger debt load.
Yoon says homes are sitting on the market for about only 40 days from listing to contract signing, so buyers do need to act fast and be prepared. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
The CDC announcing an unprecedented overhaul of the childhood vaccine schedule today. The new guidelines recommend all children get vaccines for only 11 diseases. That's down from 18 previously on the schedule. Meanwhile, other vaccines will only be recommended for high-risk groups or recommended based on so-called shared clinical decision-making. The new schedule does not say there are specific vaccines children should not get, and parents who want their children to continue to get all of the previously recommended vaccines will still be able to do so. Insurance will also continue to cover the shots.
Novo Nordisk is launching its once-daily Wegovy pill here in the United States. The Danish drug maker is now offering 1.5 and 4 milligram doses of the weight loss drug, starting at $149 per month for self-paying patients. The pill was approved by the U.S. FDA last month. The treatment offers more flexibility and an alternative for those who dislike needles used in injectable medication.
A divided Congress returned to Washington today with several high-stakes policy battles looming. Healthcare, federal spending, and Venezuela are some of the key things lawmakers are set to focus on. Here's Michael Yoshida tonight.
Congress is back and already bracing for high-stakes battles.
Republicans have a responsibility to partner with us as Democrats.
The House of Representatives, in particular, needs to get back in the driver's seat when it comes to, tackling the challenges facing our country.
The 2025 fight over health care is continuing in the new year after Congress recessed without passing legislation to address the enhanced Obamacare subsidies that expired on December 31st.
In some instances, health insurance costs will increase by $1,000 or $2,000 per month. That's completely and totally unacceptable.
Some Republicans are expected to join Democrats this week in passing a bill that would extend those subsidies for 3 years. But it has an unclear future in the Senate.
We want to work with anybody to lower the prices.
Overshadowing much of the domestic policy debate, the U.S. military seizure of Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro, putting a vote on limiting presidential war powers in the spotlight. This week's vote had been in the works weeks before Maduro's late-night capture, but now becomes a major test of Republican loyalty to Trump after the operation.
It's always an option for our military to protect American citizens, of which we have many in Venezuela.
Virtually no consultation with Congress, and there's no plan that we can see for what comes next.
And on the heels of the country's longest government shutdown, there's the threat of another. Congressional leaders have until January 30th to reach a deal on funding the government.
That was Michael Yoshida reporting this evening. Here's a live look outside our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera, the tail end of a gorgeous sunset out there. If you grab some pictures, send them to us. news@NBCPalmSprings.com. We'd love to show them off. And what about a little warm-up on the way? Pablo Alsina is tracking your 7-day forecast right after the break.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't
Happy Monday. It's always good to start the week with lots of energy and a big smile, and it's also nice to have gorgeous temperatures. Currently 67 degrees, which is 2 degrees cooler. So every single day so far in 2026, we've had temperature colder than normal. As far as the hottest in the Southwest, we weren't even the hottest. Palm Springs at 67, Phoenix 70 hotter, and Yuma was the hottest at 71 degrees. As far as wind, you might get very windy in Whitewater with wind gusts up to 20 to 29 miles an hour. The rest of the area, mainly winds less than 10 miles an hour, except for Desert Hot Springs. They might reach 20-mile-per-hour gusts as well. High temperatures you saw today. How gorgeous is this for high temperatures to still be in the low 70s and in the 60s, 67 in Palm Springs, 71 in Palm Desert. But again, on the sun around noon, it felt a lot hotter than 71, but still gorgeous. Big Bear City with a high of 39. Banning with a high of 55, and 29 Palms, their high just 64 degrees. If you're going walking after watching us, of course, at 8 p.m. it'll be 56 degrees. By midnight, it'll be 52. As far as the next full moon, not for the next 27 days. Did you catch the last one? It was a super moon, one of only 3 you'll see all year, and it was called the Wolf Moon. It was gorgeous. Our next full moon, though, 27 days away. Low temperatures you're going to see today. Palm Desert at 52 degrees, Palm Springs at 51. Big Bear City, oh, they are chilling way down at 24 degrees. Gorgeous up in Big Bear. 7-day comfort air forecast. Cloudy for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but after that, it should get even sunnier, and the temperatures should start going up a bit, but not much. Can't complain. Gorgeous, gorgeous temperatures. Great time to be alive, and today was my official completing 3 months in the Coachella Valley. Love being here. Keep watching NBC Palm Springs.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Welcome back. Tomorrow, the Palm Desert High School basketball team has their first taste of Desert Empire League action when they travel over to Shadow Hills High School to take on the Knights. As of now, Palm Desert is the only team in the Desert Empire League that has yet to play a league game, but expectations are high for this senior-heavy team after a good showing so far this season. They have a current record of 11-4. The team has seen success as well as some individual successes from players, something head coach Justin Sobczak is excited about building on.
We've played pretty well through our first 15. We were tested pretty heavily at the end of our tournament against Hillcrest and Carter, and we saw some deficiencies and things that we need to improve on going into league. And I think we were able to clear that up over the last couple, practices, and we should be more efficient going forward. It's awesome. It's awesome to see these guys a lot of them played for me for 4 years, some of them 3. And Jake became the winningest player in program history a couple games ago, which is to me, the most important record, obviously, because wins are what it's all about. And then he broke the rebounding record our last game. So it's just awesome to see these kids put in the work and, excuse me, and get rewarded.
Tip-off tomorrow night at Shadow Hills High School is at 7:30 p.m. And don't forget, the Coachella Valley Firebirds are back on home ice this Wednesday to take on the Henderson Silver Knights. Puck drop for that one is at 6:30 p.m. Then they'll host the Silver Knights again on Saturday for Pride Night. Tickets are still available for both games, but Pride Night is one of the highest attended games of the year. So get your tickets while they last. Of course, you can always get those tickets on CV Firebirds or AcrissureArena.com, or, of course, at the box office to skip those processing fees. That'll do it for sports. I'm Caitlin Kelly.
Caitlin, thank you. And some entertainment news tonight. The first Rock the Park of the year in Palm Springs is this Wednesday, and there will be some jive talking. The free Palm Springs Downtown Park concert series continues with Bee Gees Fever, a Bee Gees cover band. The concert series is open to the public. It runs monthly until May. The festivities get started at 7 o'clock. Again, that's on Wednesday nights. We'll be right back.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
All right, finally tonight, Starbucks is adding more Dubai chocolate to its new winter menu items. Starting tomorrow, customers can now order an iced Dubai chocolate mocha. There's also 2 caramel protein drinks that are on the menu. Popular coffee chain is also bringing back its pistachio latte and new pistachio cortado. So,
sounds good.
If you like pistachio.
I like cortaditos.